already sweating. We need the fan down here. I'm sweating like balls on this. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Alter Ego Report. I'm John Griffin.
I'm Lynn.
Today we're talking about The Mummy. The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe, Annabelle Wallis, and Sofia Boutella as the titular character, The Mummy.
The Mummy.
Princess Amunet. In this movie, Tom Cruise plays a guy named Nick. I'm not sure what he is.
No, not a clue.
They don't really tell you.
Is he in the army?
He may be in the army. He may be long-range reconnaissance. Kind of like a private sector guy. Is he a Tomb Raider? Is he a treasure hunter?
Well, he is a treasure hunter. We already know that.
But who and what he does or who he works for?
And his boss kind of knows that he's a treasure hunter.
I don't know.
And then why isn't an archaeologist on the, is she part of the team? Why was she there?
She shows up really quick.
So odd.
So they uncovered this tomb of Princess Amunet that's more like a prison.
It is a prison.
It's a prison to keep her down. Essentially what she did was she knew she was going to get passed up for the throne of Egypt, right? So she kind of turned to the dark side, if you will. She wanted to unleash the Egyptian god Set, who's the god of death.
He's the devil. Plan
gets foiled, and then so they entomb her in a sarcophagus, place her under lead? Was that Mercury. In a mercury pool, so she couldn't get out. Because apparently in this universe, mercury is bad for things.
Harsh stuff.
I don't know. So they find her tomb, they let her out. They're carrying her back to London, where she can be examined. But that doesn't really go as planned, because as soon as they pull her sarcophagus out, Tom Cruise kind of comes underneath a little bit of a spell. He's cursed by her. Her plan is to use Tom Cruise in his body, because apparently, according to this movie, he has the perfect body for... I don't know. So, okay. So, her plan is to use... Remember that? They say that, right? Did Tom Cruise write that line? Is Tom Cruise here? Is there something... I've been working out really hard. Is there somewhere we can add in there that I'm the perfect vessel?
Okay.
All right. Go over there. Go. I'm telling you to go over there. Go. So we can finish this thing. Go. You go over there. Once she is able to release Set into Tom Cruise's body, those two can rule the world together, and that's her plan. All right, so let's talk about what we did like about this movie. I like Sofia Boutella.
Yeah, she was
as
really
Princess Amunet. She's really good. There's not really a ton for her to do acting-wise, but she does have quite a screen presence that I'm a fan of when she was in The Kingsman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of her. So every time I've seen her, I liked her in the Star Trek movie. I think she was great. So I'm glad to see she's kind of on the rise here. Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll is pretty entertaining. He's also the head of this scientific group called Prodigium. It's kind of like S.H.I.E.L.D., and I guess that would make him Nicholas J. Fury. So Russell Crowe's pretty fun in this movie as Dr. Jekyll.
He does a great job. His performance was awesome.
Although I never really considered the difference between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde being just a change in accent.
No, he kind of turned bluish.
I think it was orange.
Oh, I don't know.
Forgettable. All right, so Russell Crowe is pretty good in this film, but Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise gets such a bad rap because personally, he is an odd duck.
Right. But you gotta put all that aside.
Yeah, I say it 1,000 times. I've said it in almost every video we've had. You'll probably hear me say it again in the future. Separate the art from the artist. And Tom Cruise delivers every time. He is in his early 50s. I think he's 52 years old. He still does all his own stunts, and it shows. There's a 0G stunt here. The action is really good, where they go up in this place. Probably the best action scene in the movie.
It's the only memorable action scene.
Where it's really cool, where they're kind of flipping around, and it's him. And you can tell there's no wire work or CGI. So I really appreciate that, and so does he. He likes it when you can see it's his face falling down a mountain, running into a wall. He likes it to be him, and he puts his life on line. He has broken ribs and bones. I got a lot of respect for Tom Cruise, and this shows up in this movie as well. There are a lot of cool things that I like about this movie as well, as far as just classic mummy stuff. She's in the bindings. There's a giant sandstorm with her face.
From like the first Mummy.
No, not the first Mummy. It's like the 15th Mummy movie.
Since I've
from the Brendan Fraser movie. Yeah.
I mean, from my years.
And then there was like the classic like suck the life out of people, which led to some pretty intense moments there when you first kind of see her trying to get herself back to life. It was pretty cool. This movie is far from perfect because it does float into the forgettable range, and it's mostly because of the story itself. There's not really a story.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as Rotten Tomatoes was saying.
I agree. This thing was like 18, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't see that at all.
I went in there nervous to watch this movie.
Maybe that's why we enjoyed it a little bit. Because we had a lot of fun with this movie. But like I said,
I had such low expectations that because it was decent enough, I was like, oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was okay.
Not perfect, but not horrible.
There are missteps. One being a side character named Chris Vale.
Who's completely unnecessary.
His character, if you remove him from the story, and just set him down over here, the story plays out. Exactly the same way. But they put him in there like he's important. They pepper him in there. I think they were going for like an American Werewolf in London vibe. Where like the ghost friend helps come in and talk people through situations. And it was also but that's because American Werewolf in London is a phenomenal movie, and that played up some of the comedic, some of the comedic bases of that movie. Did you laugh at him in this movie?
No.
Nope, I didn't laugh at him at all.
I laughed at a couple lines Tom Cruise said.
Tom Cruise said a couple. That's because he's funny and he's actually really good. But his character was supposed to be the comedic relief, and if I don't laugh at your comedic relief guy.
You don't need them.
Not a good sign. And no character gets any
development.
Tom Cruise learns that he might not be a complete butthole, because in the movie he's not a hero. He's a bit of a jerk.
No, but he's a hero, obviously.
But he's not like the classic hero.
He's not a classic hero.
Okay. No. But I know everyone's asking one question. The main question of this movie: does Tom Cruise run?
Oh,
you bet your ass he runs. His form is perfect. Perfect form.
Perfect.
That's why he runs.
That's why he was picked for set.
That's why he does it, because set. I was like, I need a guy who runs perfectly. Now she's going to go laugh in the corner again.
I'm not.
All
I got it out.
So we both enjoyed this movie quite a bit, except it's just not as bad. It's not as bad as people have said it is.
I thought I liked it more than I did, though, when I got.
And now that we've talked about it,
that we talked about it,
our scores do kind of go down a little bit.
Lowering my score a little bit because I'm realizing how much I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem.
It's not a memorable movie.
I feel bad because I thought that the setup for the future movies is cool, and I want to see more of these monster movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get it.
I hope we get it. I do hope we get it. Because
this is not the first time they've tried to get this universe off the ground. Dracula Untold.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll leave that one buried.
Nice. That was good. All right.
Such a weirdo.
So, we enjoyed it. It's not perfect, but I need to hear your score.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was fun enough to watch while you're sitting there watching it.
Yep, I agree. We're going to be right on the same level-ish. I'm going to go slightly higher with a 6.5.
Okay.
Enjoyable enough movie, but just nothing memorable.
Special.
So it's nothing groundbreaking
but it's
here.
Not
so
a horrible movie.
Hopefully it makes enough money where we can at least get the next movie in this universe, so we can kind of keep building.
Yep.
All right.
So let us know what you thought about this movie. If you've already seen it, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe.
If you want to check out more reviews on comic books, movies, and games, head on over to the website ultraegoreport.com. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.